Cohen, I'm here with.
Ruben Cian Altis. My tati, Shem Shablesem, was a Talmud of Zev Volf. Volf, we're talking 75 years ago.
And he has a moifis from Rev Volf. Listen to this.
Yeah. So one day by the Chabad, by the base medrash here in Westbury, I was a young bacher, maybe 20, 21, 22. Rav Greenglass comes over to me after Shachris and said the exact words that he said. Could you do me a toiva? Of course, it's my honor. I felt very honored. So Rav Greenglass says, today's the yurtzeit of my wife. Could you take me please to the Beis Chaim? So we made up. I was going to meet Rabbi by his house, and he was sitting next to me in the Jeep. I had a very choshev Jeep, the biggest, most choshev Jeep, locking differentials, everything. And I wrote the story on the website of Jeep.com. They asked for stories, so I wrote the story. So Rabbi Green was sitting next to me in the passenger seat. Rabbi Cohen was in the back seat with his wife and another person, with at least another person also. And so we're driving to the Beis Chaim in the middle of the winter, Shrek, snow like crazy, freezing. And I didn't know where the Beis Chaim was. It's very far away, Lamaisa, from town. And we get to the Beis Chaim, the gate is open, and the snow is piled up to the sky. You couldn't even walk into the Beis Chaim. The snow was as high as the car. And I remember it like a second ago. Rabbi Greenglass did something, I don't know what in the belt he did. And I wasn't even touching the gas with my feet. I was touching. I was holding the steering wheel, but I wasn't pressing the gas. I mean, I remember. I'm not an idiot, Baruch Hashem. And the car went by itself on the snow like a skidoo. I never saw such a thing in my life. I couldn't believe it. And while the car was moving, I was checking. I wasn't touching the gas. It was amazing. I was holding the steering wheel, but the car was mamash going by itself. I didn't have to put it in locking differentials, garnish the car. Rabbi did something, the car going by itself. The snow was as high as the car, so the car went on the snow, the Maisa. And Baruch Hashem, it's a big, and it was snowing even there by the Beis Chaim. It was a snowstorm, I mean, who in the Volf would come in the middle of the winter to the Beis Chaim in the middle of nowhere? So they didn't clean the snow at all in the Beis Chaim. So it's a big schus, Baruch Hashem. But I want to add a story.
Another story at the Volf?
Yeah, very, very quickly.
Part two.
When a little bit before my Zaidi was nifter, with Tzvi Hirschneimer from Union Electric, he gave me a letter. He says, I don't understand so well. What does the letter say? So it was a letter from the Frierdiker Rebbe. 20 days before the Frierdiker Rebbe was nifter, he wrote a letter to my Zaidi. He starts off the letter, Ne'neti lishmoa mitalmidi yedidi Rav Greenglass, and it was like wow. And it was a Alpula Toiva that he built. My Zaidi donated the mikvah in Montreal about 85 years ago. Donated fortune money to Chabad, and even though it was 85 years ago, 1939, 1940, but 20 days before the Rebbe was nifter, he was Makar Toiv, and the thousands of kinder were born from that mikvah.
Beautiful.
Shem Shabless.
Thanks for sharing. Okay.
Alles geht, Tzadikim. Shkoyach, Shem Shabless.
Amen. There you have it.